Oliver just described himself.
And some other guys.
Okay. I'm not saying that other guys are not like you.
Good.
Other guys are like you, but you just described yourself. That's why you are always placed in the friend zone. Because this work that you think you're putting in is the work of a friend. You can't describe you being a friend to someone putting in work. Why would she look at you? You're my friend. You're listening to me. You're hanging out with me. You're doing what friends do. Why would I see you any more than a friend if you're not putting in the work he's putting in?
Boy, if I know deep down inside I want a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel you a fit, I'm gonna be friendly, but you're not gonna be in the friend zone. If you just said he's a nice guy, they're attractive, why friend zone? Why friend zone him? Like, why not?
I just feel like in the back of my head, I just feel like I value that's the thing about me. I value friendship more over relationships. I know I have friends, guy friends that will last way longer if you don't get sexually involved. But I feel like as soon as you get sexually involved with a guy, things change.
Not all
you know
the
what I'm
time.
saying? A lot of time it changes. He's not what you can just fucking be cool. It doesn't.
I agree.
It's either I start bugging or you're gonna start bugging.
No male is not befriending an attractive female that they find attractive.
Thank you.
And the only reason why they will befriend, and I think I already spoke on this, is because they're gonna wait their turn, or now that I'm thinking about it, they don't know how to get you.
Other than
So they gotta learn you.
They have to learn you. I know that maybe I could get Aaron today. Nah, I really can't. But let's say I could get Aaron today.
She said period.
Right? But like maybe it might take me 6 to 8 months of learning Nikki to get Nikki. Maybe it might take me 5 to 10 years of learning Nikki to get Nikki. Maybe it might take me some time and the right opportunity because Nikki's really not into me. So some men know how to play the role. Just like some females know how to play the role. You know what I'm saying? So like what I'm gonna say is that now, I'm also gonna say is, I don't care how you feel, especially Nikki, I will never ever trust a girl who has too many guy friends.
Why not?
I will never trust a girl that has too many guy
Your
friends.
insecurities talking?
That's not
that's
insecurity.
insecurity.
Listen, if I call Oliver, I can sit here and tell Oliver about a crazy trip in Houston, and we can align, we can relate. He can be like, "Yo, that shit was crazy." Yeah, that shit was crazy. Right? But on a girl's aspect, there's really no real like similarities in a guy's life and a girl's life. There's no real relationship that I could have with a female in terms of a similarity of life experiences. I don't want to hear how your man is digging you down, and you don't want to hear how I'm digging my girl down. So how are we really friends?
But that's not really the only conversation that, female friends have with their guy friends. Like, you guys can be talking about, I'm sure you and your friends don't talk about sex and who you guys are fucking all the time. Like, that's not your only conversation.
75%.
Okay, well, that is sad, but
seriously.
but there is room for guys to have female friends. I feel like that is totally okay. Now, I'm gonna agree with you on saying that it's not insecurity that can play a part with not trusting a girl having too many guy friends. And I'm just playing devil's advocate because I do have a lot of guy friends, but on your end, you are a guy. So I think that you're taking it as how you're going to treat a girl that you're friends with. You're waiting in line. You're going to see how you can get her, how you can pursue her. So you're going to assume that about any other guy that she is friends with, correct?
It's the simple fact that there's a lack of similarities in conversations for the most part. Now, to me, like, let me also distinguish what a friend is, right? If I'm friends with Nikki and I talk to Nikki once a month, to me, that's not a real friend. To me, a friend is somebody you talk to on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
not true.
I have acquaintances and then I have friends, right? Friends and acquaintances are way different. And everybody's different, right? I'm just telling you what I think of as a friend, right? A friend to me, I speak to, like, actually all my friends, I speak to every single week, at least once. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my friends, whether we just check up, like, yo, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I bet. Yo, how's your kid? Boom, boom. Yo, how's your girl? Boom, boom, boom. That's my friends. But acquaintances, if I run into you and the next thing I know, I text you the next day and we end up going out and we drinking, that's not my friend. That's my acquaintance. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's different. So when a girl has friends, that means that they're actively in their life often. So for a girl to have a lot of guy friends, to me, it just doesn't make sense.
I see how you differentiate friends and acquaintances, but that's not everyone's truth, you know? Some people do have friends that they don't talk to on a daily or even a weekly basis. Sometimes they have friends in other states that they don't communicate that often, or, you know, for any reason. Doesn't even have to mean that they don't. It doesn't have to mean that they don't live near or anything like that. I don't think that because you don't talk on a weekly basis, you're automatically demoted to an acquaintance and not a friend.
But let's think about it. If it's a year and you talk to them 7 months out the year, that's your friend. But if it's a year and I talk to you 12 times an entire year, that's not a real friend.
Like Nikki said, that's why I'm happy she brought it back. We had that conversation. Men and women can't be friends. So I started looking at my whole circle, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying now, lately, I just been looking at it like, it's so hard for me to get to know new people. And I already know my friends. I already know what they could or cannot do. So I'm just saying, now I start looking like, what if the sex is actually good and we already you already know everything about me. We already like each other in that sense. So what if the sex just hit? That means it's jackpot.
But what if it don't hit? It's wet pack. Like, what is it?
You lose.
So are you willing to
That's
go
what
for
I'm
that
saying.
gamble?
A lot of times I feel like I put men in a friend zone is because I prefer their friendship over sex.
Because you're not willing to lose the friendship over.
Yeah, because honestly, I could fucking not give a fuck. I could fuck you and never call you back like a
with your
nigga
friends,
on
you
some
hold.
real shit.
I like that when a dude bring me around his friends, they be like, yo, you hit that? And he be like, nah. Like, I love that. Because I have a homeboy, literally every female that he brought around me, no, he had sex with them. So they just be chilling with him and chilling with his girl, and everybody just be chilling, and I'm just like...
You know what I don't like? When we try to use cop-out answers, right? And the cop-out answer is trying to say, hey, I'm so this that no matter what guy that is friends with me, he's going to fuck me. No, realistically, any guy who meets you wants to fuck you, so realistically, no guy could just be a friend with you. That's the reality of the situation. No guy could just be a friend with Nikki.
I do believe, all jokes aside, you may think Cap and Rico, I do believe we all have the willpower to be friends. Bless you, Amanda. We do have the willpower, to control ourselves. Like, yo, Nikki's my friend, Danny's my friend, Amanda's my friend, Aaron my friend. I'm not going to do it. Yes, my thoughts is, if they said yes, I'm going to do it, but I have enough self-control to not do it. So I think men and women can be friends. I think men and women can coexist in the same space because it comes down to self-control. Like, is it that bad where you can't sit next to a woman and be like, so because it comes off, it just comes off like you're saying, or some guys are saying that they cannot control themselves. Like, it is very possible to be friends with an attractive woman.
Nah,
I got to preface this attractive.
I'll be honest with you, and now we're not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, let's be real.
I'm flirtatious with every female on the set, almost, besides the married ones.
That's just flirting.
No, the married ones are better.
And yeah, one or ones.
Yeah.
And we're all friends,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I'm friends with Nikki, I'm friends with Danny, I'm friends with Amanda, Aaron, so on and so forth. But I'm very flirtatious. Why? Because at the end of the day, I'm not just your friend. I may not have sex with you right now, right? Because there's other things attached. We have great friendships. We also work together, so I don't want to ruin that. But hypothetically speaking, let's say we last at 8 at the table for 10 years. And Nikki says, yeah, Rico's been my friend for 10 years. But the second 8 at the table leaves or is over, Rico's no longer a friend. He's a hunter. So now, if me and Nikki link up, it's not going to be the same, more reserve or preserve that I'm not going to pursue her.
No, we're saying the same thing. I just don't want to get out that men can't control themselves.
But what I'm saying is that there's variables, right? Men control themselves for certain reasons or for certain time frames.
Of course.
So it's like, that doesn't mean that I'm really your friend.
So you fuck all your friends?
I don't have any female friends. Any female friend that I do have, I'm not gonna lie to you, I fuck. But I realized me and her both realized.
The pussy wasn't all that.
The pussy was good, but we can't have a relationship. Me and her are not compatible.
It wasn't that good.
So like, no, the sex is popping. But the thing is, it's like, yo, if we have great sex, but sometimes, there's always something bigger than sex. So if we have great sex and like we can't be in a relationship, what are we gonna do? Fuck forever? No. But at the same time, it's like, I'd rather have a relationship with another girl and have sex with her and have a better relationship, even if the sex is a little bit less, than a girl I can't have a relationship with. So she's a friend. I'm her friend. Hey, look, sometimes she calls me, he's like, listen, let me ask you for a guy's perspective. And she breaks it down for me and I give her a guy's perspective. Sometimes I call her.
That's not your friend.
But no, that's my friend, but I fucked her. I had to figure out that it wasn't gonna work first before she became my friend.
Y'all fucking friends.
But some niggas think because they just sit around and they around that eventually you're gonna fuck. Not
That's
yet.
a lie.
Every female is not like it. I'm not like that. I don't care how much time you're around. If you don't put the time in, like the real work in, I'm not fucking you. Hence why some niggas, they be like, damn, I knew this bitch for 5 years and she gave some nigga she knew for 5 months some pussy. Yeah, because even though you was just standing there orbiting for fucking 5 years, he was there actually putting in that work. He was actually courting me. He was actually doing
It wasn't that he was not putting in work. Let's be clear. Like, he is your friend, right?
Orbiting.
And orbiting, he was orbiting. So that is work to orbit. So within orbiting, there's listening to you, probably picking you up, probably taking you out on dates, doing these things. Because I don't know no real friend is just going to be home and just to be on phone calls. A real friend is be like, I'm there for you. Oh, you need this? Or Uber, whatever. We partying together, whatever. Whatever it is, he's doing something. And he is feeling like he is putting in work. He did listen to you about your mom and dad's story. This dude did that. Like Rico said, I don't want to hear about you getting digged down, but he did that too. That is part of the orbiting. Now, you said courting. That is his form of courting. But you don't see it as that. You don't see it as that. You see courting as taking you out on dates, saying to you verbally, Nikki, I want to be with you. But this man, you discredit him. He actually knows more. He has more recon and substance on you. So that's why he's going to approach you like, yo, what's up? Because my resume shows without the money, without any and I've been there. Even if it is sexual, right? Even if it is rooted in sex, I was still there.
You was.
So that's why it's like, it's a little personal. But yeah, that's why it's like you looking at this friendship as 5 years, and then like the 5 months guy, I'm gonna feel a little way. What the fuck? Does he know your middle name? Does he know that your mom was sick? Does he know all this shit? No. So you dare give it? Hear me out. And as fucked up, it is a little sense of entitlement. It is wrong, but it's a necessary evil.
Oliver just described himself.
And some other guys.
Okay. I'm not saying that other guys are not like you.
Good.
Other guys are like you, but you just described yourself. That's why you are always placed in the friend zone. Because this work that you think you're putting in is the work of a friend. You can't describe you being a friend to someone putting in work. Why would she look at you? You're my friend. You're listening to me. You're hanging out with me. You're doing what friends do. Why would I see you any more than a friend if you're not putting in the work he's putting in? He's courting me. He's letting me know that he wants to take me serious. He wants to go on dates with me. He wants to take me, he wants to be in a relationship with me. You're just my friend listening to me talk about him. Why would my attention be on you?
Okay, to answer that, because you said, okay, the only difference he did was say, hey, I want to pursue you. Fine. You go, so I'm Oliver. John actually says he wants to pursue you. The work he puts in will never be the work I put in. That's what I'm trying to say. And let's not play coy here. Women that have friends, they know there's some remnants, some ingredients of an attraction.
Oliver, you saying all these things like, it's your job to be a friend to me. What you're doing, I'm not supposed to pay you for it. You know what I'm saying? Now you're acting like,
But you want love, right?
But that's what I'm saying.
Why not
Acting
live
like
for me?
you acting like, oh my God, I did this for you. Now it's almost like you're doing it with, you're not even being genuine at this point. Yeah, okay, my father died. Yeah, you know about my father.
Yeah, that's not what
you know about all my things, but it's almost like you want me to like pay you for that.
On that end, I totally agree with you, but I also can appreciate the time that a man puts in to get to know you, to get to know your mama and them, to understand everything about you and understand you on the friend side, so that when he is, in a place to step to you, he's no longer insecure. He's no longer scared. He's 100% sure of what he wants to do. So that when he steps to you, you already his. It ain't no, well, maybe, he already knows in his mind when he steps to you that you're gonna be like, damn, yes, I ain't like you at first, but damn, you've been a real one. And it kind of makes you cute. It just depends on how you're, on what you like as a person. Do you want a man who friend zones himself? Because you essentially would friend zone yourself, right?
I was already put in there.
Right. So,
Yeah, I was put there
but the thing
regardless.
is that some women like assertive men. So if you want someone who is assertive, you're not gonna necessarily feel Oliver's approach. You know what I mean? But if you're someone who's perhaps a little bit more laid back, maybe a little bit, who doesn't necessarily like assertive men or aggressive men, you're gonna appreciate the friend approach. And I can actually appreciate that. Like, I haven't really dated that many men who were not my friends, to be very honest. Like, I don't really like strange men. Like, you gotta have some kind of connection to me. Like, you're like one of my best friends' friends, or, you've been around. Like, I somehow have to know you, but I actually never liked strange men. For the most part, I probably always talk to somebody who was semi in my circle or friend, or I had some relationship with beforehand.
But do you feel like, as a friend, that's also his job to be a friend? All these things he described, you're being a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your job to be a friend too. If we're friends, your job is to listen to me, to hold me down.
Was that for me or for all of you?
No, for I'm saying, I'm asking you, but I'm saying, do you feel like, as a friend, that's his job? Cause he make it seem like what he's doing, like, it's almost like he gotta get paid for it.
No,
your job is to be a friend.
He's not. I don't think he wants.
I think in the way you are, Oliver, I think you'll be like, oh, I did this, I did that. Your job, if I'm in the friend, okay, we're both women, my job is to make sure she's good. I listen to her. So if I'm gonna be a friend to a man,
see where you're going with this.
It's almost like, if you're my
trying to say if you're a friend,
yeah, why can't
just a friend.
Yeah,
Like,
be a friend.
okay, fine.
Don't be. I'm annoyed.
It's like your undercover friend.
Yeah,
is what you're
I'm
saying.
annoyed because I
Okay,
feel like
I see
you're
what you're
expecting
saying.
something out of this friendship.
Okay.
You're not really, at this point, I don't even think you're doing it for real. I don't even feel like you're being genuine with this shit.
I see. Okay,
If
that's
you're
about
just
it.
doing it just like that, let's just say you really being a friend to me, and shit really did happen, and you wasn't really doing it for no purpose, then that's fire. But if you're doing it with a purpose, like, I'm gonna do this for her, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna listen to this, that, and third, at this point, you're not being a friend, you're not even being genuine, so fuck all that.
Okay, I agree with you. Hold on, real quick. Like, 2 seconds. I agree with you if I am doing that, but for what I was speaking on, no, I'm not doing that to be a snake in the grass. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So I'm not, for that reason, I agree with you 100%. But I wasn't doing that for a reason, but I'm going to let Rico go.
Okay, no,
That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Rico.
All right, so I'm gonna say this, right? Because I'm more like the 5-month guy versus the 5-year guy, right?
That's what I meant.
And being that I'm the 5-month guy, not the 5-year guy, more often than not, I'm the one that's gonna do you filthy. I'm the one that's gonna leave you back to cry to that 5-year guy. And then the craziest thing is to me is that y'all then look at the 5-year guy as if he isn't of value for a chance. Like, here's what I'm gonna say, right? Most successful or most happy marriages, I usually hear a similar term in every one of them. And that's my love, that's my best friend. You understand? So like that guy who's been your friend for 5, 6, 7 years while you giving scumbags a shot at you, and you haven't given a guy who's taking the time to know you, to me is crazy. Because at the end of the day, he's gonna treat you more delicately 9 times out of 10 than a 5-month guy. You're talking about the type of friend that Danny was talking about, the one with an ulterior motive, the one that wants to just be your friend so then that way he can fuck you. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a person who is genuinely your friend, not because, you know he's a dirtbag and all of that, but you know how he would treat you. That's not what we're saying. Those are most likely the friend that has an ulterior motive, but a person who's just a good-hearted individual, a person who treats you right, a person who's there whenever you need them physically, financially, emotionally, he's supporting you. A person that you bring to your parents, he's like, nah, we're not having sex. That's just my friend. But your parents love him. That's that person. So like what I'm saying is Most women, and you know, I've heard this all my life because I had a friend that was that guy. He used to piss me off with this shit. I like this girl so much. She complains there's no nice guys in the world, and I'm right in front of her face. And I used to be like, well, damn, it's really crazy how women be blinded by aggressiveness, assertiveness, and a crazy pursuit, but they don't value the work ethic of a person who's actually applying the necessary qualities of a husband. You understand? To be a husband, you have to be a friend. Yeah, you're right. So Oliver's supplying a lot of physical traits or physical and emotional traits and qualities, and it's just being ignored.
So I just wanted to close out my argument with agreeing what Aaron said about it depends on who the person is, who you are as a person, what you would like in a man as far as courting, because you can appreciate someone like Oliver that takes the time to get to know you, your family, your interests, be your friend or whatever. Or you can more appreciate the guy that comes in and gets you in 5 months and, you know, with the assertive, I want to date you. I want to, be in a relationship with you. What I did want to say to Oliver, you did say that you were put in the friend zone. And when you're orbiting for 5 years, that's not you being put in the friend zone. You placed yourself in the friend zone because you did not go to that woman and say, like, I like you and I would potentially like to be in a relationship with you. She has no idea. Unless she did and felt like we're too much of a friends, that's when you're put in the friend zone. So there's a difference there. And I did also want to say to Rico, I know you went on about, how the 5-year guy is, usually the best option. But did we ever really stop to think about if 5 years is too long, if that guy got too deep into being your friend where there's just like no return? You're like definitely not thinking about him in that way because it's just been too long. Time has passed. You've already figured out what you want in a guy and you realize this is just your friend and he cannot be the guy that you need.
I'm gonna just say like this, right? Amanda said that, for example, is it possible you could have gone too far in the friend zone and now you can't get out? To me, that means that the woman is blind. Because if a guy has been showing and proving for 5 years and you can't see that, then you don't really deserve a person.
What if I'm not attracted to you?
No,
Yeah, sometimes we gotta do it that too,
understand that, like, I don't understand why you're taking away friend versus relationship when in a relationship you have to be a friend. The main ingredients outside of sex in a relationship is a fucking friend. Is a person who listens to you.
Why you mad, though?
Because, bro, y'all not making sense. It's a person who listens to you, a person who cares about you, a person who's with you all around the board. He's your friend, but you're calling this person a friend. And the only thing that's separating a friend versus a relationship for y'all and y'all argument is sex.
So what was wrong
Why
with
y'all not
everything
chemistry?
else?
Why y'all don't got no chemistry?
So,
what was wrong with everything else?
all right, so the last thing that you said is that you're not searching for him, and that's just not somebody that you're there for, right? Or that's just somebody that you're not interested in at all, right? That's cool. And my problem with that is, it's like, and I feel like I'm repeating the same thing as the last time. Why would you befriend somebody that you know is attracted to you, even though you're not attracted to him?
Or you find out.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're stringing that person along. And you're stringing that person along, and I personally feel, going back to kind of what we spoke about before, my personal opinion is that women string guys in the friend zone along as a bailout option or the emergency dick plan. So it's like, okay, cool. I ran out of all my options. I had 5 or 10 fuck boys come in and couldn't get the job done. But I got Oliver here now that I'm 37, 38.
Mr. Afterthought.
I got 37, I'm 37, 38, 40 years old, and I got Oliver I can fall back on, and I know he's gonna be there for me because he's been here the whole time.
Okay, so I think the difference between what Rico is explaining and we're explaining is that guys who are, feeling that they're stuck in the friend zone don't express their feelings towards the girl that they want to possibly pursue. We are trying to say that, if that's your goal, express your feelings. Don't wait 5 years just being a friend thinking that you're going to get the spot that you want to get. Because someone's going to come in, they're going, to tell you what they want. They're going to be assertive about it. And I feel like 8 times out of 10, that's who the female is gonna go with. So I really think that it depends on who you are as a person, what you prefer in your courting experience. It could go either way. It could be the 5-year guy that, takes the time to get to know you as a friend, meet your parents, go through a lot of things with you, listen to you. Or it could be the 5-month guy that comes in and, does a lot in your courting experience, take you on dates, let you know that they're serious and be in a relationship. It could go either way. Thank you guys for watching 8 at the Table. Hopefully you guys learned some things about the friend zone, and hopefully we encouraged you to take risks and we help you to avoid being in the friend zone. So thank you guys. Good night.